you know it's authentic. You got a dried bug in there. Wintertime, there's not too many bugs.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days and sponsored by New England Federal Credit Union. It's fall, and the foliage is peaking. We're here in Johnson, Vermont. We're spending the afternoon with outdoor landscape painter and Vermonter, Eric Tobin.
Most people look at something but don't see it. It's the artist's job to make them see. People drive by here a million times and don't really notice. People take it for granted. So it's the artist's job to make them stop and look.
Eric is preserving rural Vermont, one painting at a time.
This is the valley again. That's my wife's family farm. It's Johnson Village. I like the farms. More and more pressure for development and stuff. So try to capture what I can. I mean, I could paint like just within a half a mile year round and you'd find different things. The open fields and pastures and then the hills and the old barns and stuff just makes it very paintable.
So you've painted this spot numerous times.
I have, yep. Spring, fall, winter. Say everyone is different. People say, well, how come you don't do more fall paintings? But you only have about a week. And half time is raining. Oh, the smell of fall.
With some oil paints.
Yeah, a little oil paint. I like before peak and after peak. It's so beautiful to look at. It's really hard to capture.
Do most people around here know you?
Pretty much, yeah. There's that weirdo out there. You lived here all your life? He said, no, not yet. I'm fifth generation. Well, we lived up in Underhill on Poker Hill Road, just down the road from my grandfather's farm. Thomas Curtin, a local painter who gave me my first watercolor set. Fred Hines, when I started painting with him, he was sort of my mentor. He used to tell me to take 2 people to paint a masterpiece, one to paint it and one to tell him when to stop.
He's been professionally painting for 18 years. He's painted all over this area. We met him back in Jeffersonville last winter when there was a ton of outdoor landscape painters that converged.
There's really not a lot of outdoor landscape painters. And after a while, you get to know everybody. Oh yeah, that's a T.M. Nicholas, or that's a Emil Goupe, or an Aldo Hibbard. Or...
What you might not know is that for more than a century, plein air artists have been gathering in the Jeffersonville area to paint the natural landscape. And you, being one of the Vermonters, is often the one saying, here's a good place to paint and here's a good place.
Still have some secret spots. If I had to paint indoors, I probably wouldn't paint. Outside, it's, the light's changing and it's exciting. You get inside and my paintings become really tight and there's no life to them. You want to put everything in. Say, oh, that's beautiful there, that's beautiful there. And you got to have a focus where you want your center of interest. Every tree, it's like a face. It's got personality. The cows not far away are just little spots. That far away, you really don't see the legs. I should put a fence there, otherwise they'll get out. I use a soft brush to soften the clouds. You really have to soften them up, make them float.
How many paintings would you say you have here? And this is your studio?
Yep. Counting downstairs and upstairs, there's probably a couple thousand. Because when you paint every day, sometimes you don't think you're getting any better. But then you look at stuff you did 10 years ago and say, well, yeah, I guess I've improved a little bit. So it takes a while to get your voice in painting. Most people come to Vermont, they spend thousands of dollars, come for a week or two, and we live here. We're really lucky.
Does it make you glad to know that you're kind of giving little pieces of Vermont to all these people and they're bringing them home to wherever they're from?
Oh yeah, and I run into people, oh, I have one of your paintings. They try to explain the painting, but unless I see it, I've done so many. Houses on hills, red house on hills with trees.
Which one could it be? How do you know when it's done?
When it starts going the other way.
Happy fall, everyone! I hope you found your peak. We'll get stuck in Vermont for you again real soon. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sign up for our weekly email alert. Dirty leaves. I tried to dress like foliage today. Did you find your peak? That's the hashtag. Find your peak. In case you didn't know. Hashtag.
Yesterday I had a flannel shirt on and a jacket, and today it's I love Vermont.
Well, you know what they say about the weather.
Yeah.
You don't like it, wait a day. Ta-da! All done.